no contact at all and let everything heal up. And he probably didn't get a chance to do that. I mean, I think that's also Volkanovski after Islam.
Yeah. I think that was his biggest mistake, right?
Huge mistake.
You just want to do
two mistakes. One, you don't fight Islam on 10 days' notice. You just can't. That just doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. He's so hard to beat. He's so good. If he's not the best, it's you and him for the best, pound for pound, and you're going to risk that on 10 days? That's crazy. And that, again, changes the course of his career, right?
That's wild, right?
Imagine if he doesn't take that fight. He says, I can't. I'm ready for Ilia Topuria. That guy's coming, and he knows how dangerous Ilia is. And so he doesn't take that fight, and then he goes in fresh against Ilia, and you have a much better fight.
Yeah.
Who knows who would have won, but you got to think he was compromised from that. I mean, he got head kicked.
Yeah.
Head kicked, shin to the dome, which is just, for sure, it's going to rattle you for a long time.
When you're just getting put out cold like that, and especially he probably cut a lot of weight to get to that point because he looked kind of flabby in that Islam fight. So you're taking a fight on 10 days notice. There's not a lot of guys that are around their weight class anyway, so they're cutting a lot. Then you have to go, all right, now I'm going to fight Islam, who's #1 pound for pound, and then that head kick.
Islam looked like Michelangelo sculpted him.
He's so big. He's so strong, so good.
What does he weigh? What does he weigh like normal? Like right now, if you called him up, what do you weigh, brother? What do you say?
I would say at least minimum like 185, 190.
Get the fuck out of here. He's 210 pounds.
No, Islam.
That guy's 250 pounds.
His strength feels like 250 pounds.
That's what I hear.
But that's the thing with them. They're always training. No matter what they're doing, they always at least run once a day or grapple.
So he's losing roughly 30 pounds to make 55?
From the start, I would say. Yeah.
He's big. That's about as big as you can get and keep doing that. That's big.
Yeah, and he's tall. He's lengthy, and he has power. Like, he could go up to 70 easily, I think.
Yeah, easily. He's got real power now on his feet, which is a new addition over the last X amount of years. His stand-up has gotten elite. Like, he knocked down Oliveira. He had Oliveira in real trouble. The Volkanovski head kick, though, and it was also the way he set it up. He kept kicking to the body. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think people just assume that all he's going to do is wrestle. But then when you see him go in there and outstrike somebody's strike, he even boxed with Poirier.
Yeah.
He has some really good hands in there with him.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, wait, he could strike too. But his grappling is just as good.
He could do everything. He's as good as it gets. He's as good as it gets. He's the most complete fighter on the roster because he submits people. Like, he submitted Poirier in the final round. Incredible submission. But he was winning that fight already. But then, he can also knock you out. He literally does everything. He's one of the best wrestlers in the sport. His top control and his squeeze is insane.
Yeah.
Like, remember when he tapped out Drew Dober? He got a hold of Drew Dober. It's like Drew Dober had zero chance of moving. He wasn't going anywhere. He was just crushed. It was like he was fighting a man twice his size.
I was just bringing that up when I talk about Dan Hooker. He just went to war with Gamrot.
Exactly.
And Islam just took him down and tapped him out within like the first 2 or 3 minutes.
Tapped him out to the point where you're like, please tap, fucking tap, dude, just tap. Don't let him do it. It looked like he was gonna break his fucking arm apart.
It's so funny because like Habib will like get guys in there and he's the type that'll grapple and like just like have a conversation as he's grappling. But he had like Ali and Kimura and he's like laughing and Ali's like tapping and he's just like, brother, give me coffee. And he's just like, I'm like, bro, I think you're gonna break his arm like at some point. Like,
that's a terrible break too. That spiral break.
It's the worst. And I'm like, they're so strong and it's like effortless with them. Their bodies move crazy.